Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Brooklyn taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Hurts.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Easy. Hey, can. All right.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're going to try and throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the
touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Thunderbirds take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Harris running straight ahead.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The Steelers at 5-4 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
Flushed out right.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Travis Etienne.
Touchdown. Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But you look at this defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
A strong running.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Harris. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been...
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
.45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they rattle off a big one. 51 yards.
A 51-yard gain. First down, Thunderbirds.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Man in motion left. That's Collins. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hey, Ken.
On first down, Fields.
Just keeping the play alive. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Ken.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they run with Harris off the option.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw is Fields.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He's got room at the 30. Still on his feet.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, it's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go.
Now it's Fields.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
30 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
King, Phil King. Phil King.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
They'll set up to throw.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
First target, first catch, and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Go Silver, ready? And let's go.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Fights through, and now a crease.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 19-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A give running right, Etienne.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. A give to ETN running right.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
They're going to go. It's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
On play action, Fields.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brought down by Jimmy Ward. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
At the 25-yard line.
Hey, Ken, go.
Fields.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. This is Harris.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Thunderbirds are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And that's going to be incomplete.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
This is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75.
And the Thunderbirds up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That is caught.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second and 10, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yep.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
168 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Fields on 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2
Up, let's go.
at the 28-yard line.
You got a mini back tonight.
Here's Fields. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Fields now to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Fields. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.